Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This time it is Bloody Wolf for the PC Engine / TurboGrafx-16. This one was kind of brought to my attention by Jim and Brian, the guys over at Drink a Beer and Play a Game. Game is extremely beatable. You do have infinite continues, but this game is hard. Especially when you get to the end. I managed to play through it in a couple of hours, about a week before I played through this. And, oh boy, it is quite the game. Gonna wait for this title screen to do its thing again. Sorry about the flashing lights there. And push run button, because that's what we're going to do. Now we have two characters to choose from as soon as we press the run button. Both may control the same. Neither guy has any advantages or disadvantages over the other. They're both basically the same guy. So you can just use left and right on the control pad to just switch between the two guys. And then you can press the 1 button to select which one you want to use. Now, you can insert a code name. You only have 5 letters to work with, unfortunately. I could put in PW, but thankfully these guys have default names. If you put in all A's with the 2 button, press 1 if you make a mistake. You'll find that this guy's default name is Eagle. And now we get a mission from our superior officer. We need to rescue the president. Like, that hasn't been done before. He's been kidnapped by the enemy. Go! That also hasn't been done before either, but hey, a game's a game. So we're in a Zelda-like setting here. You can use the control pad to move around in 8 directions. 1 lets you jump. 2 lets you shoot. So the select button lets you pause, or whatever the equivalent is in TurboGrafx-16. I can't even remember what it is to save my life. And the run button lets you throw a grenade. So remember, you pause with select. And we got a couple of soldiers here. They'll just shoot 1 bullet at a time at you. They go down in 1 hit. I shot those red explosive barrels. That took care of all of them. And in some cases, you can go inside a building, shoot down some enemies, save a hostage, and even break a box to find what's in there. You can kill the hostages, so be careful. Walk up to the hostage to save him. Then press 1 after you get the thank you message, and he may say something. There are many hostages. Okay! Well, that wasn't really helpful, but, well, pretty obvious he's the first, but definitely not the last. And if you approach any box from the side other than the south side, you can knife it and get what's inside. In this case, we get the shotgun. I need to mention the heads-up display while we're here. We have the score, which is kind of pointless. We have the current weapon we have. Usually it's the normal machine gun, which has infinite ammo, but here we have the shotgun, which has 35 shots left to it. We have the next to that, the grenades, or the secondary weapon we have. We have 10 grenades, but we can always get more. Below is that the amount of life we have. If we lose all of our life, the game is over. You do have infinite continues, but you only have 1 life per continue. And if you die and continue, you go back to the very beginning of the section that you were on. To the right is your code name, and below that is your inventory. Right now we have the knife, which lets us attack enemies close up without using any ammo. By the way, about the jump, you can get a better jump just by holding down the jump button there, just by holding down 1. And this shotgun has a really nice spread shot. Nice 5-way shot there. And I just took a dumb hit. When you get hit, you do get stunned. Sadly, you do not get like any audio confirmation saying that you got hit, but you will kind of tell. And of course, you also get that invulnerability flash. And since we managed to get that guy to jump off the truck, we can just move into the back of the truck to climb up it and talk to this guy. We definitely want to talk to this guy because the key is in my pocket. You can use it. Thanks. By the way, if you selected the other character, The other character gives slightly different dialogue, but all the other characters basically say the same thing regardless of who you're playing as, so not much of a difference other than that. And there's a blue guy there. He shoots about 5 or 6 shots in 5 or 6 different directions. He kind of does it in like a little spread fire way. And that green guy took 2 or 3 hits to kill. If that happens, they're going to throw grenades at you. So you want to watch where they're throwing those grenades. Some buildings you can't get in, some you can't. And we managed to get that guy right off his motorcycle. Now, instead of life, you have fuel. And the fuel goes down either as you get hit, or as you are constantly on the bike. When the bike runs out of fuel, the bike will flash. Press start to get off. If you don't get off, the bike's explosion will take you with it, and you will die, regardless of how much life you have. Anyway, by going into this building, we managed to find muscle emphasis tablets. This lets us refill our life. And after that red flashing lights, I'm sorry for anyone who suffers from epilepsy. I apologize for that. You get an extra unit added to your maximum health. And I'm going to switch to this motorcycle. Thankfully, you can always get off the bike, whether it's about to explode or not, just by pressing the run button. And not only do you have an infinite ammo machine gun on the bike that travels the length of the entire screen, you also manage to, well, keep yourself from getting hit. And that's what I was talking about. See how that bike kind of flashed yellow a little bit? You want to get off the bike immediately when you see that. Also, you can run over enemies with this, which is kind of cool. A little bit of slowdown, but that's alright. Get off! I didn't get hit there. How did I do that? But this is as far as we can go to the right. Let's go into this building, and we will meet the first boss-like enemy of sorts, the Shotgun Man. Are you making all that racket? Yeah. What of it? Oh, by the way, to get through dialogue like this, just press 1. Forgot to mention that. Ha! You'll make a nice target for this gun. For Shotgun Man, you want to keep your distance. The inventory section there turns into the boss's health meter there. I couldn't see that animation, but you definitely could. Just keep your distance, stay away from the shots. Even if you try to jump over the shots, you'll still get hit because the bullets love to violate the laws of perspective. And after 3 hits, he speaks again. Hey, you guys, give me a hand. And he sends out these armored guys. You want to take them out with your grenades. Make sure you take out at least 2. You can also knife them up close. You'll learn how to do that later. And, oh boy, am I wasting secondary ammo. But after you manage to get 3 more shots on the Shotgun Man after keeping away from the bullets, and also taking out the armored guys as they come in and out, you'll be able to take care of the Shotgun Man. Be sure to stay away from the armored guys as they will run to the right after the boss is destroyed. And I managed to knife that guy, which is awesome. Gonna throw a grenade right here. Boom. Save this guy. The President's plane crash-landed 8 miles north of here. Sometimes your guy says stuff, sometimes he doesn't after you save a guy. And I'm going to get off the bike real quick after taking care of this guy. And we'll replace the shotgun with the bazooka. Now, if you replace one primary weapon with another, you lose the previous primary weapon. You don't keep it for later. Now, if I manage to find a bazooka, and then I manage to find another bazooka later on, I do get to add to the ammo of that, so that's pretty nice. So let's get back on the bike here. Or not. Or kinda-ish. And I don't think we can climb up the ladder here with the bike. So let's go ahead and just climb up, get off the bike and climb up the ladder. By the way, the positioning you have to put yourself on the ladder specifically, it's not like the back of the truck that we climbed up to get to the hostage who had the key. You have to be in a very specific position, kinda-ish, to climb up the ladder in the first place, which is kind of weird. Anyway, let's go in here, and let's take care of these guys. The red guys chase after you. I think they have a flamethrower. I may have to correct myself in the next video. But the brown guys that flash, if they run into you, they explode. They're basically like kamikaze soldiers. And I forgot to mention, you do want to stay away from the grenades because they do 2 units of damage instead of 1. Now I'm going to go in here even though I've never taken any damage. Because if you open this box, medicine. The pain is gone. If I had taken any damage, I would have been able to use the medicine and refill my life back to full. That basically gives you a full health pickup. There's not a lot of them, so you definitely want to be careful throughout the game. And just move into the fence and just keep moving upwards to climb up it. And then over here, we get to face the submarine, which is the first boss of the game. As soon as this thing comes up, gotta love the 573 there. Nice Konami reference, even though it's not really Konami reference. And after 2 shots, which is probably the most you'll get out of this thing, this submarine will shoot missiles at you and it'll destroy the ground below. If you fall into that water, it's instant death. And you know what? I'll gladly take that hit. And it's a good thing I timed my movements carefully, because that's what I wanted. I wanted the first missile to hit the ground, and I wanted the second missile to be in the water, and that way the third would miss. And again, I apologize to people with epilepsy, because when you defeat a boss, it does that white flashing thing. So you definitely do not want to play this game if you suffer epilepsy attacks from flashing lights. And by beating the first boss, we clear the first stage. I believe there are 8 stages in all. And now that we're done with the first stage, we are going to the jungle where the president is being held. So we leap right out of the plane. Thankfully, we have a parachute. And we can go right in here. By the way, no need to kill the blue guy, because he'll be gone when we get out of here. Wait for that armored guy to shoot, then knife him. And if you talk to this guy, he'll tell you to use your knife on the armored soldiers, which is what we just did. So you don't always have to use your grenades. Your regular shots, though, will not work unless you got like a bazooka or something. Something that explodes. And we have more grenades. And we have powerful grenades. Thankfully, the 34 grenades that we do have, they will carry over once we get the power grenades. We're still going to have 10 powerful grenades, but when we go back to the regular grenades, we're going to have 34 again, which is alright. And like I said before, blue guy's gone. Now, I could use a powerful grenade on this robot that shoots an 8-way shot, but I'm going to take care of this guy from a distance here. And you want to watch out when it dies, because it will explode. And pearls of wisdom here: when you see an enemy, do not just fly through the stage. Be sure to take it out as soon as you see it. Be sure to take every guy out that you see as soon as you see them, in a side-scrolling situation such as this. By the way, you can climb the trees just like you can the back of those trucks, and also ladders. And if you talk to this guy, you can use my fins. Okay, thanks. Now the fins will come into play later when we're in deep water. I'll explain that when the time comes. And I'm just going to get the points off of that guy. Well, apparently the grenade guys can take anywhere between 1 and 3 hits. And, well, it's a good thing we took care of that guy, because we can't go into that building. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, you want to be careful sometimes because you'll be ambushed out of nowhere by enemies that you couldn't normally be able to see. And those guys just walk in and out. Throw a powerful grenade here, then get into this building as fast as you can. This will get rid of all the parachuting enemies and the kamikaze guy. I'm going to wait for this guy to shoot. Knife. The president? He was moved to the base's headquarters. And inside here is the medicine. Apparently I seem to be good with not taking damage when I'm talking and playing at the same time? I guess? I mean, I took damage during my practice run, but gee whiz. And you want to be very careful over here because you want to get away from the center as soon as this guy shows up because he will hit you with his flamethrower as soon as you're lined up with him. It's too hot! I'm not gonna make it! And you definitely want to throw grenades at him if you can. And after 3 hits, he'll dive back into the water. And when you're lined up with him, he'll dive back out. Definitely want to stay on the move when you're fighting this guy. Avoid all those little miniature fireballs. Avoid the flamethrower itself. Just stay on the move. Try to hit him in advance with the powerful grenades. And, well, we're apparently out of those grenades, so we're back to the regular ones. We still got our 34, though. And as soon as we go over here, we can shoot these guys. And rather interesting... Whoa. Forgot about those guys. Rather interesting hint that we can use here. I managed to learn this from the Drink a Beer and Play a Game review. Just go all the way up here. Take them out one at a time with your knife. You'll be able to take care of at least 3 this way. And all the while they can't hit you. But once you go further up, further to the right enough, you will be able to start going north and they can hit you after all. So be sure to go all the way to right first before you take care of all those guys. And let me get the shotgun out of this box here. Want to make sure I'm kind of in an intermediate direction away from the guys with the grenades. Definitely do not want to throw them diagonally because the grenades have quite a bit of distance to them. Where did that guy go? He probably just disappeared. Want to be very careful here. Inch your way forward. There we go. Those last 2 grenade guys usually give me trouble. And take care of these guys with the shotgun. And we're now going to face our second boss, which is this helicopter. You do not want to be in front of the guy, even though he will shoot this spread shot that is easy to avoid. Because of those missiles. They will do a lot of damage. And if that thing comes towards you, you want to be on the opposite side of it. Don't know how I managed to avoid that, but I did. Want to jump out of the way here to avoid the missiles. Oh, he went over there. He's in the lower left corner. Just don't be near this guy when he shoots the missiles. Usually alternates between the 2 attacks. And for those of you who may suffer from epileptic attacks from flashing lights, cover your eyes now. I'll tell you when it's over. Don't worry. Almost there. Flashing lights. Y'all can uncover your eyes now. Finally! The president is in the enemy camp. He is a troublemaker. Why? We're now on stage 3. I want to take care of that guy with a grenade because safety. And also open this box. Inside is some more powerful grenades. And I'm going to do 2 stages per video. That'll give me a good even 20 minutes usually. And next time, I'm going to play through stages 3 and 4. So until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!